In this video, we're going to look at how do we prove if two functions are inverses of each other. So remember that an inverse undoes something. It undoes the action of the original function. And so if a function plugs in some input or x value, it gives us some output. And if we plug that output then into the inverse function, what we get back is what we originally input. So remember, we've got f of g of x equals x. That would represent an inverse. So if we are given two different functions here, we input x, whatever we get as that output. In this first function, when we input it into our other function, it gives us the original x value. Okay, so another way of writing that is f of f inverse of x or f inverse of f of x. So it doesn't matter the order of the functions, you're always going to get the final output equal to the original input. And remember this -1, it's written as an exponent, but it doesn't mean we take something to the power of -1. So if we've got these two functions here, how we can tell if they are inverses of each other is we are going to just find f of g of x or g of f of x. So we'll do this one together here. See if you can figure that out on your own, and then I'll let you try this one to see if you get the same answer. So if we have f of g of x, or if that's what we want to evaluate, g of x, we're not plugging a value in to our g function, so g of x is just x minus 3 over 5. Okay, so we're going to take, this is our output for our g function. So we're going to input that into our f function, and if it gives us x, then it should tell us that these functions are inverses. So now we plug x minus 3 over 5 in to our f function here for x, and now we are just going to distribute this 5, which means we cancel them, and we get x minus 3 plus 3. We can drop the parentheses because there's nothing to distribute anymore. And then these cancel, and that just gives us x. So these are indeed inverses of each other. So go ahead and try g of f of x and make sure that you get the same thing where x is your final output.